Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, here with your readings for January the 27th through February the 2nd. Capricorn, these are for your sun, moon, and rising, and they're also for the collective. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and all the links to the other videos will be below in the Show More section. There'll be other links to other things there too. I have a private Facebook group, an astrology group, where I do a live feed every 2 weeks, and we look at how we are receiving the new moon or the full moon, respectively, depending on what it is. It's a private group. The link to that will be below, and you can join that. And if you'd like a personal reading, click on this link here. That will take you to my website, and you can check out the kind of readings I offer. Okay, this is for Capricorn. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Capricorn for the week of January the 27th through February the 2nd? 3 cards. Oh, 2 more cards for Capricorn. 2 more. Oh, there it is. Wow. You have 3 cards. I love that. All right. Okay. Now, these are your clarifying cards. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Capricorn through these clarifying cards for January the 27th through February the 2nd? Please clarify. Oh, is it coming in? Please clarify. There it is. Wow. Please clarify. There we go. And please clarify. There it is. Well, there's definitely crossover here, guys. So check out your sun, moon, and rising. Here are your cards. Take a look. The first card out for you is the 6 of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Cups. Then you have the 3 of Cups, clarified by the 7 of Cups. And you have the Page of Cups, clarified by the Knight of Swords. So much emotions, it looks like, Capricorn, this week. An emotional week, I think. The first card out is the 6 of Pentacles. This is the service card. It's about giving back. It's about paying it forward. It's about being in service to others, for the less fortunate. How can you help? What can you do for society? It's funny because it's one of the questions that I put forward. I have a private Facebook group. I think I just mentioned that. And we were looking at the new moon in Aquarius for Friday. And I came up with a set of questions. And one of the questions was, what can I do? What can I contribute to society? How can I contribute to society? What can I do to help others? So this is a perfect card. Listen, the Astrology Report is right after your tarot reading, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so now you have the King of Cups clarifying that. And the King of Cups is all about, he's mastered his emotions, right? He's got all this experience, and he is very emotional. I mean, he's cups, he's the water, but he's at this stage where he's matured and he's completely mastered his emotions. He doesn't react to situations. He doesn't react from a place of emotionally, he doesn't make emotionally based decisions. So I feel that you are being asked to be more rational and cerebral in the way that you make decisions or react to situations. It's about being balanced, if you will. emotionally balanced. So perhaps, sometimes doing service for the less fortunate can kick up these emotions in us. We get very sad when we see how others are suffering. It's hard on us emotionally sometimes. Or sometimes we might get angry with someone and we react from that emotion. But the king, look, he knows. He's this, well, he's the counselor. He wants to hear you, wants to hear what you have to say. He's going to lend an ear to you. He's going to, be there for you. But he seems very stoic, and because he thinks that he must remain stoic in order to be a good leader. So he's mastered his emotions. So master your emotions. And then you have the Three of Cups, and this is like a celebratory card. Sometimes this is that if you've worked too hard, don't forget to have fun. It's like kick off your heels, go out with the girls, or, kick off your shoes and go out with the guys, whatever it is. But celebrate. So there may be something in your life that's worth celebrating. And sometimes I think this is celebrating the magic in every moment, right? Just seeing everything as a gift. And we will be seeing beauty around us because of what's happening astrologically. Stay tuned for that and you'll find out. So clarifying this, right, is the Seven of Wands. And we do have this always reminds me of Neptune. It's confusion. It's not knowing which direction to go or what to choose or where to go when you're celebrating or with whom to go out with. I always think that when this card comes up, it's about meditation, because meditation will put you in touch. And the answer for this, sevens are introspective. So I always say the answer is within. Don't look outside for the answer. Go within, because that's where the answer lies to your direction, for which direction you need to go or what you need to choose or how you need to handle a situation, perhaps. You do have all these choices. And then you have the Page of Cups, more emotion. But look at her. There's this huge wave, and she's just very calmly standing there with her cup, holding on to it. I would say be the calm in the storm. So maybe there are some situations that are going to kick up some feelings and make you want to react, but you're being asked to be the steady. Look, allow the waves to go over you. And, this page coming in is the gift of intuition and psychic abilities. I feel that you are, you need to get in touch. You need to go within to connect with source energy so that you can make informed decisions, because of your intuition will guide you. But it's all about being calm. It's all about knowing that everything's going to be okay. And so this wave's coming, let it go over me. Let this storm happen around me. I am going to be the calm in the storm. I think you might be in the eye of the storm right now. And look, you've got the Knight of Swords, and he's like, here I come to save the day. He's a bit impulsive, so I really would say he's also the champion for justice. Don't do anything that's underhanded, or don't take any shortcuts. Do everything by the book. Do it by the rules. I wouldn't react to something. I think this is all about you. It's very important not to react, Capricorn, to whatever is going on in your life right now. You really have to kind of hold back, hold your emotions back, and don't judge too quickly, because you might ruin things if you do that. So if you don't know what to do, don't do anything, right? But go within and ask for guidance from spirit or source, whatever the name is of your deity. or your belief system. Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned for the Astrological Report, which is right next. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, I'm so happy that you decided to stay around for the Astrology Report this week for January the 22nd through February the 2nd to see what is happening in the celestial sky for this week. And we start with Monday, January the 27th. Venus is conjunct Neptune. Venus is the planet of love, relationships, finance, and Neptune is the planet of creativity, kind of connection with the ethereal realm. It's also illusion and delusion. So these planets are both in Pisces. Now Neptune, it rules Pisces, so it's at home in Pisces, and Venus is exalted in Pisces, which means that Venus can really express herself fully in Pisces. So this is a very strong energy, and they are conjunct. Now, this is kind of a very sensitive, kind of dreamy and romantic energy. This transit is about filling your world with beauty, art, music, that you'll see beauty in everything. You may even see a relationship through rose-tinted glasses. It may not be as great as you think it is. But on the other hand, you can also feel disappointed in a relationship because it doesn't stand up to your impossible standards. Because this is a very idealistic energy. Now, meanwhile, it's incredible for creativity and fantasy writing. So if you're a writer, it's brilliant for that. Any kind of creative endeavor, the visual arts, it's a wonderful way to channel this energy. Now, you can also be tempted to purchase a big ticket item, because there's no kind of foresight. You just see something and you want it, and you may not even consider the balance in your bank account. It's like, oh, get the credit cards out. Yeah. So resist that urge. Run it by someone before you make those purchases or, make that commitment. You may also find it a little difficult to focus at work because Neptune is very kind of dreamy and can take you on these long kind of daydreams, and you can get lost in thought. So a good thing to do at this time is to meditate, because this is a really beautiful way of connecting with the ethereal realm. And I mean, I've been feeling it today. And I haven't been able to focus till it's really late on these readings because I just wanted to think and contemplate and do other things, frankly. On Tuesday, January the 28th, Mars is square to Neptune, which is the very next day at 5:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's kind of early in the morning. We're already feeling it. We've been feeling it for a few days. Neptune is a very slow-moving planet, so it will be feeling this for a while. So you may be feeling wiped out and tired. This aspect takes the wind out of your sails, it really kind of affects your self-esteem also. It can kind of make you paranoid or suspicious of people or their intentions, and take you on a journey of illusion, thinking that everyone is out to get you. It can be that. This is an energy that can have you gossiping or meddling in other people's affairs or business, and it's on, as well, you can be easily deceived by people, or, perhaps, look, if somebody approaches you with a get-rich-quick scheme and it seems too good to be true, it's probably a scam. So be aware of how enticing those things are. And, up front, resist the urge to make any kind of major decisions on purchases or investments during this time. This is a really good time to retreat and to meditate, to go within. Use this energy to connect with source. Neptune is a really good way of doing that. So when you go within, Mars is, outward energy. So if you can go within, you can use that energy to connect with the ethereal realm. And, stay out of people's business and work through your own issues instead. This is a good time to work through what's going on with you and to address anything that's holding you back. Now, on Friday, January the 31st, the moon is void of course from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till 7:28 p.m. when it enters Taurus. So don't sign any contracts during this time and don't commit to anything while the moon is stationary, because it is just there and it's not moving. It's not getting any kind of momentum. So you don't want to commit to anything during this time. It's very kind of much like Mercury in retrograde energy. Another reason to not purchase anything. You can regret things. Regret purchases or commitments. Anything that you've signed, you may regret it, so don't do that on Friday. Now, on Sunday, February the 2nd, it's Groundhog Day, by the way. Seems really early to be Groundhog Day. Anyway, it is. And Venus is sextile Pluto at 2:07 a.m. Pluto's a very slow-moving planet. It's an outward planet. It's a modern planet. So we are going to feel this energy. And look, it's a beautiful energy because sextile is harmonious, right? So during this time, shallow connections are not tolerated during this transit. Only deep, meaningful connections are fostered, and it's all we have time for. We don't have time for inauthentic or, shallow people. It's really, we want deep and meaningful connections. Now, if you are already committed to somebody, your relationship could evolve to a new plateau. A more meaningful, perhaps even spiritual connection with your loved one. And if you are single, you could fall madly in love for someone and even become obsessed with them. There's a very kind of intense sexual energy in the air, and it is possible to even explore the taboo during this time. Now, as a result of that, clandestine affairs are feasible and are possible. So, yes, watch out for that. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this video, and I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, another way to support me is through Patreon. You can click on this link here and go to my Patreon page, and I post things there that I don't post anywhere else. And I want to thank my patrons. They really help me each month. That really helps. And you can support me for as little as $1 a month, which is $12 a year. It's not a lot for you, but it's huge for me. That all mounts up, and I really appreciate your support. And if not, darling, I don't want to push you. That's great. You can check out my Patreon page anyway. And I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.